Hi, good morning, children. Children, have you all heard about dinosaurs? They lived on the earth long time ago. Then they died due to sudden changes in the climate of the earth. The earth's climate changed quickly that the dinosaurs were not able to change themselves according to the surroundings to survive. So, adaptation is the ability of an animal to adjust to the surroundings or to the environment. So, children, now let us study about the adaptation in animals. Get ready with your books, children. Chapter 4, Adaptation in Animals, page number 25. Animals depend on their physical features and their behaviors to help them to be successful in their natural habitat. Now, habitat means the place where they live, the surroundings where they live. The physical bodily features that help animals to survive are called physical adaptation. Adaptation describes how a plant or an animal is able to survive in various environments. Need for adaptations in animals. Different animals live in different environments. Some live in very cold region while some in very hot region like desert. Some live on mountains while some in plains. To survive, animals need to adapt themselves according to their environment. They need to adapt in order to find food, water, shelter, and to protect themselves from predators. Now, predators means an animal that kills and eats other animals. The animals that are not able to adapt to the changes in their surroundings slowly die out. They are said to be extinct animals. Adaptation in animals can be of three types. Adaptation in living places, adaptation for food habits, and adaptation for protection. So now let us do adaptation to living places. Animals can be classified under following groups according to their living places. Terrestrial animals that live on land, aquatic animals live in water, amphibians they live both on land and in water, arboreal animals they live on trees, and aerial animals spend most of their times in the sky. Now let's study about the terrestrial animals. Animals which live on land are called terrestrial animals. Terrestrial animals have following features. They have strong legs to move on ground. They have lungs to breathe in air. They have well-developed nervous system and sense organs to sense any change around them. They can conserve water in water pouches. They have thick skin to avoid loss of water. Most of them have dull color which blends them with the surrounding environment. So animals have different adaptations according to their surroundings. Mountain goats. Mountain goats live in hilly and cold areas. They have small hooves which help them to climb up and down on steep rocky mountain sides. They can reach plants growing high on slopes. Thick hair protect them from cold and keep their body warm. Polar bears and penguins. Terrestrial animals like polar bears and penguins live in very cold regions. They have several adaptations according to their cold environment. Polar bears have thick fur on their body. This fur helps to keep their body warm. Penguins have thick and oily skin to survive in the icy water of Antarctica. They have thick layer of fat under their skin. This layer of fat is called bladder. Bladder keeps their body warm. The camels live in deserts. Deserts have hot environment. To survive in such environment, camels have some adaptations. A camel has a thick skin to protect it from hot sun. It has long legs which keep its body much above the hot sand. Its padded feet help it to walk comfortably on soft sand. There is always scarcity of water in the desert. The camel can survive without water and food for several days. It stores fat in its hump, which gives it energy when it cannot find food. When water is available, it drinks plenty of water to recover water lost from its body. And so only camel is called the ship of the desert. Animals living in grasslands. Animals like deer, wild dogs, foxes, lions and tigers live on grasslands. These animals are adapted to live in open spaces. Their strong legs help them to cover long distances in search of food. They also have a keen sense of smell and sharp eyesight. Aquatic animals. Animals such as fish, crabs, turtles and crocodiles live in water. They are called aquatic animals. They have bodies suited to the aquatic life. Fish have fins which help them swim. They also have waterproof scales on the body. They have gills to take in air dissolved in the water. Ducks are aquatic birds. They have webbed feet to swim. Cranes and flamingos have long legs to help them wade in water and long beaks to catch fish from water. Amphibians, animals that can live both on land and in water, are called amphibians. Frogs, newts, toads and salamanders are some amphibians. They have webbed feet which help them to swim in water. They breathe through their skin when in water and through lungs when on land. Arboreal animals. Some animals live most of the time on trees. They are called arboreal animals. For example, monkeys and squirrels. Arboreal animals have strong claws and legs to climb trees. Monkeys use their tail to swing from branch to branch. A squirrel has strong limbs and sharp claws to help it climb trees. It uses its tail to maintain balance when it runs. Chameleon is an arboreal lizard. It uses its tail for gripping and balancing. Aerial animals. Animals such as birds and bats spend most of the time in the air. They are known as aerial animals. They have wings instead of front legs. Their bodies are covered with feathers. Their bones are hollow and light. This makes their bodies light and helps in flying. You know, children, a bat is a mammal. Its wings are not really wings. They are skin which is stretched between its toes, quite like an open umbrella. Adaptations for food habits. Animals have different ways of finding and eating their food. Some animals eat plant, some eat flesh of other animals, while some eat plants as well as flesh of other animals. Now, based on their eating habits, animals are categorized as follows. Herbivores. Animals that eat plants are called herbivores. For example, cow, horse, sheep, elephant, deer, etc. Herbivores or plant eaters have sharp cutting teeth in front for biting and grinding teeth at the back for chewing. Many herbivores have hard hooves because they have to walk long distances in search of food. Carnivores. Animals that eat the flesh of other animals are called carnivores. For example, lions, tigers, wolves, eagles, etc. Carnivores or flesh eaters have sharp teeth in front to tear the flesh and broad teeth at the back to chew their food thoroughly. Carnivorous birds have sharp beaks and claws to catch their prey and tear its flesh. They also have very sharp eyes so that they can spot their prey easily. Omnivores. Animals that eat plants as well as flesh of other animals are called omnivores. Bears, crows, cockroaches, and humans are omnivores. Omnivores have sharp and strong teeth suited for eating both plants as well as the flesh of the other animals. Adaptations for protection. Animals have some adaptations for protection from their enemies. Animals like the elephant and hippopotamus have huge body. Their size scares away most of their enemies. Some animals such as deer and gazelle have very strong legs and are able to run very fast. These animals can run away easily from danger. Animals such as cobras, tigers, and leopards have stripes or spots on their bodies, which help them merge with their surroundings. In polar regions, Arctic foxes have brown coats in summer but grow white fur in winter. These colors merge with their surroundings and make it difficult to detect them. This is known as camouflaging. The chameleon can change its body color according to the surroundings. Some animals such as turtle and snail have hard shell. This shell protects their soft inner body parts. Porcupines have sharp spines which help them to protect themselves from their predators. Other adaptations. Some animals show some other adaptations such as migration and hibernation. Hibernation. Animals like frogs, lizards, crocodiles, and snakes cannot bear the extreme cold in winter. So they go underground for a long sleep. This process of long sleep is called hibernation. During this long sleep, the hibernating animals use the stored food, usually fats, in their bodies. Migration. Some animals travel a long distance in search of food or to escape from harsh condition. Means when the condition is very difficult for the animals to live. When the condition becomes favorable, they come back to their original place. The process of traveling long distances from one place to another and again returning back to the origin is called migration. Mainly, birds show migration. Siberian cranes come to India in starting of winter and return to Siberia after winter every year. Care and concern for animals. Animals are an important part of nature. Presence of all the animals is essential to maintain the balance in nature. Herbivores eat plants while carnivores eat the herbivores. Thus, a balance is maintained in the nature. Domestic animals are also useful for us in many ways. So we should take care of animals. We should be kind of animals. We should not cut trees. Trees are the homes of many animals and birds. We should avoid the use of articles made from leather or skin of animals. Hunting of animals should be banned strictly. We should take proper care of domestic animals. We should provide proper shelter to domestic animals. We should clean and feed our pets and domestic animals regularly. If they fall sick, we should take them to a veterinary doctor. They should be given proper vaccination too.